Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Eva. Okay, we're all settled here. I'm trying to I think I'm all discombobulated. I hate when that happens. Everything's got to be like nice and like smooth and shit. So, hi, everybody. I want to welcome everybody who comes in. Keep all your conversations clean and friendly as we usually do, but every now and again, somebody tries to slip in and say icky things. So please don't do that. My name is Eva, and I feel like I'm starting to come down with like a little bit of a cold or something because I'm starting to have like a sniffly nose. So I'll apologize for that now. It's kind of icky and annoying. So we are keeping this to 30 minutes today. I know our last live, we went on for over an hour. It was a long live, but we're not going to do that this time. I have to have dinner. I'm hungry. So we're keeping this to 30 minutes. I know I'm a couple of minutes early here. So I also want to talk about so here's something kind of weird. So on January 1st, I decided that I was going to quit smoking. So I've quit smoking a million times. I swear to God, this must have been a million times. I am 62. I'll be 63 years old this year, and I've been a smoker for 50 years, and I quit smoking about 5 times in that 50 years, probably 5 times. And two or three of those times, I managed to stay smoke free for like a couple of years. The first time was like 3.5 years. Another time was 2 years. The last time, before I just started smoking again, was 2 years. So I managed to stay smoke free for like lengths, like years at a time. Anyway, about a little over a year ago, I started smoking again. So I picked January 1st to quit smoking. But so I decided that I was going to quit smoking cold turkey, which is no nicotine gum, no vaping. And I had vapes. I threw my vapes in the garbage. I had vapes. I had nicotine gum. I don't have any of that. So nothing. Cold turkey, January 1st. And it's been a trip. So it's been really, really hard and stressful. And then I have all these other stupid little stressful things that have happened to me in the last, when we were January 8th, in the last like 8 days that make me want to smoke. Of course, I'm not going to smoke. I'm going to stay true to this quit. I know I have to do this. It's very, very important for my health because I mean, I'm 63 this year, and I want to stay healthy and I want to be healthy. And as it stands right now, I am, for 63 years old, I am relatively healthy. I don't take any medications. I still go to the gym. Well, I didn't go to the gym in December, but I'll go back to the gym as soon as I get paid. That's what we're going to talk about today, actually, the stress from what happened with my pay. So considering I've smoked for 50 years, I'm pretty healthy, and I want to maintain that. I want to keep on that healthy track path. So so I quit smoking cold turkey, and I want my kid to be proud of me. He's coming to visit. Hi, John. Hi, Joe. Um, he's coming to visit in a couple of weeks, and he doesn't smoke, so I want it to be a fun smoke-free time for him. So anyway, it is 6:01, so let's get talking. Hey, Zelda, let's get talking about when bad things happen. Or I think my thumbnail was like when shitty things happen, because something really shitty happened. And um hi, Heidi. I did quit my Christina. Take the pin, fill the call for. Oh, that's a great idea, Christina. 8 years. Good for you. So, I have had, so let me tell you, I've had some really stressful things happen to me in the last 8 days, but the most stressful thing happened probably this week. And I was even talking to my sister and I said, I could eat a pack of cigarettes right now. Like, I'm so fucking stressed right now. I want to smoke so badly. And so here where I live in Guatemala, you can go to a store and buy one cigarette. Like, you don't have to buy a whole pack. You can go to any store. There's a million tiendas on every street, and you can go buy one cigarette of your probably your favorite brand. They'll just open up a pack and take a cigarette out for you. And I think it's like 15 cents or something. So it's easy, super easy to start smoking again. You just go to a store and buy, or just even just to get that fix, right? Especially when you're stressed, especially when you're stressed, like I was stressed this week, you want to just have you want to just have a smoke. And I was talking to my sister. I said that now would be a really good time. I would love to smoke right now. She's like, no, you're not going to. I'm like, no, I'm not going to, because I think after 3 to 5 days of not smoking, the nicotine is like completely out of your system. I think it's 3 to 5 days. The nicotine is out of your body. So, I mean, I was already at day 6 or 7. So there was no way that I was going to smoke again. I just wasn't going to do that. So it made me stop to think, how do like people who don't smoke, like how do they deal with their stress when shitty things happen to them? How do they deal with it? What are their tools and tactics and things that they do to handle stressful situations, because they don't smoke? So, what do they do? I have no idea. I have no idea what non-smoking people do when they have stress. So I had to figure that out, right? So yesterday, so here's my story. I'm going to get to my story. I'm going to tell you what happened, and this isn't a woe was me pity party story. This is just a story about when shitty things happen and how you handle your stress. And I'm also just kind of talking a little bit about my addiction, because I did just quit smoking, so it's still pretty fresh. But I want to mostly talk about handling stress. Or it's not even so much, it's like, because shitty things happen all the time. Like, let's be real, shitty things happen all the time. Well, we just had this conversation, I don't know, one of my lives a few weeks ago. Bad things happen all the time, and you have to learn how to deal with this stressful thing that's happening in the moment without losing your shit. And you have to find ways to either work through it, or like be calm, like chill out, and just get through whatever situation that you're going through. So i so i so i have a few, um, um, they're not employers. Like, the work that I do, I get paid through different revenue streams. So each revenue stream comes in, hits my account at different times throughout the month. So my main revenue stream, which is a huge ad publisher, we get paid every the 5th of every month. And that's when I pay my rent and I pay all those bills, and I can, whatever. So they were late. They were very, very late. And generally, I have a little bit of money in my account to float me through until my this pay comes in. Well, last month was December, and December cost me a lot of money. I spent a lot of money in December. So I had $0 to float me while I was waiting for my pay to hit my bank account, which was supposed to come in on January 5th, but it didn't. And in the Facebook group of this publishing company that I belong to, they put out a post, pays are going to be a little bit late. We're doing our best, the best we can. I mean, this is a huge publishing company, like we're talking like billions, millions, billions of dollars revenue. So it's a huge publishing company. So I'm chomping at the bit now because I don't have any money. I have no money to float me until my pay comes in. And when my pay comes in, it only comes into my PayPal account. I still have to transfer it to my bank account, which usually takes 1 or 2 days. So depending on when my pay comes in, I am flat broke. I have no money. I don't even have 2 cents to rub together. So I talked to my landlord and I said, my rent is going to be a little bit late. He's like, oh, Eva, don't worry, no problem. And I think because I bake them cookies all the time, so I think he likes me. So I'm good for that way. But then so my internet went out because my internet comes out of my Guatemala account on the 6th of every month. But I didn't have any money in my Guatemala account because I didn't have any money to float me for the beginning of this month. So my internet went out yesterday morning, my internet went out because here they don't mess around. Like if your bill is due on the 6th, and if they haven't got their money by the 7th, that they just cut you off. You're done. So my internet went out. I need my internet to work. I had no money to pay my internet bill. I mean, it was just one thing after another. I had no money for food. Thank God my cats have lots of food, but I didn't. So, I mean, I literally was dire straits. My internet was out. I had my rent is late. I have no money. My pay is late. I don't know when it's coming. Where everybody's chomping. We don't know when it's coming. Everybody's freaking out. So I was like, okay. And so I was talking to my sister. So I borrowed money from my sister. She's actually not here tonight. She usually is here. So I borrowed from money. I just put out a call to my sister. We have a little group chat. I said, who can lend me $50? I need $50 right now. So, and she just e-transferred it into my account. So I took it out of my account. I went down to the internet company and paid my bill right away. And I got my internet back like in 5 minutes. But it was rent, it was internet. I mean, it was just one thing after another. And I thought, holy Christ, I can't do this anymore because I want to smoke, right? Because what do smokers do when we're stressed? We smoke. Like that's the very first thing we reach for is a cigarette. Well, now I don't have any cigarettes. I'm not smoking. So now I'm freaking out because I have no fucking money. My rent is late. My internet was cut off. I'm running out of food. I have it's all of this. Plus I don't smoke anymore. Needless to say, it's been a rough week. It's just been a rough, and it's only Wednesday. Like it's just been a rough time. And I know a lot of that, like the whole no money thing, that's my fault. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for pity. That's my fault because I suck at saving money. I have no idea how to save money. I don't know how to budget. I don't know how to save. Lack of money is very stressful, Joni. So I don't, and my kid gives me shit all the time. He says, Mom, he says, I don't, you're stressing me out. He says, how do you not, my visa is maxed out. And he's just, Mom, I can't, how do you do this? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't. So I'm not looking for sympathy. I just suck at budgeting and I suck at saving money. And so December, I mean, I wouldn't have had any money to save anyway. And now it's January. Anyway, so I didn't. I didn't smoke. I wanted to. I didn't smoke. I have a million packs of gum. I have Clorets. I have Trident. I have Dentine that I got from Canada. So I have all that. So I didn't smoke. Chewed some gum. I drank some water. I had some tea. Like I just really needed to just breathe through it. I went for a walk. I do all those things to help me calm down because I know I'm not going to smoke. Like I'm not going to smoke anymore. But it just made me realize when I learned, like when I started doing different things, chewing gum, go for a walk, drink some water, take some deep breaths. That's when I realized, oh, this is how people handle stress. Like the non-smokers, like this is how they handle stress. They go for a walk, they take deep breaths, they calm themselves. I did a lot of self-talk. Everything's going to be okay, Eva. Eva, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I do a lot of that. I pray, dear God, I'm sorry, I got to get me through this. So that's how I learned as a non-smoker how to deal with my stress. Because before when I had stressful situations, I would just smoke, and smoking made everything better because smoking does make everything better. When you're stressed, you smoke and you're fine. All your problems are gone. And it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but any smoker will tell you that. When you have a stressful situation and you have a cigarette, all your problems are gone. It's like magic. And that's why we smoke. It's like this magic drug that takes all your problems away, and it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but that's how we think. I'm just going to go into the comments for 1 second because I know. Hi Joni. Hi Patricia. Thank you guys for being here. I eat very unhealthy. Ooh, I can't. I can't eat unhealthy because it just yeah. I sometimes I do, Patricia, honestly, but I mostly don't. I mostly eat as healthy as I possibly can. I don't have social security. I don't. I don't have anything like that. Lack of money is stressful. Cigarettes are very cheap in Guatemala, which makes it even easier to smoke. Like I can go to, I don't know, you must have missed it, Patricia. You can go to a store and buy one cigarette. You don't even have to buy a whole pack. You can buy one cigarette. But if you do want to buy a pack is like $3. I mean, they're not the greatest. Some of them are pretty good. $3, but you can go buy one cigarette at a store. That we have to pay taxes on money. Yeah, I know. I know. Some people and they're like, is that an option? Yeah, I know. If I had a cigarette in my fingers, Joni, I would smoke it. I would smoke because I'm an addict. I mean, I'm a nicotine addict and I will always be an addict. And that's like an alcoholic, even though they quit drinking and they're sober, they're still an alcoholic because it's like this disease, it's like this addiction that just never goes away. Like you oh and I'll talk to people who have been smoke free for like, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, and every now and again they still have cravings and they still want to smoke. So I don't think it ever goes away, which is kind of stressful. Anyway, so I found that now that I've quit smoking, I've had to learn how to deal with stress. How do I deal with stress? When stress, and I feel that I also feel too that age plays a huge role in this because the older I get, the more, and I know because I've gone through 50 years of whatever kind of horrific bullshit in my life, everything always works out. Like we're why older and wiser. They don't say that for nothing. We are older and wiser, and I know that things are going to be okay. I know that everything is going to work out. It's just in that particular moment, you're super stressed out because you're in the moment. You're like, oh my god, I don't have any money. My rent is late, but I just cut off my internet. I have to borrow money to pay my internet. You know what I mean? In that moment, you're freaking out. And I think if we just learn to just pause in that moment and know, okay, I know that everything's going to work out because I've survived 100% of the things, of all the shitty things that life has thrown at me. I've survived everything. I know everything is going to be okay. And you learn to just kind of go, okay, it's going to be okay. You breathe through it, go for a walk, do something else to distract yourself, to take your mind off of what's happening. Like for me, I have no money. I'm broke and my money still hasn't hit my bank account. I still don't have any money, but whatever. I know my money's coming. I was able to get some food. My sister lent me money. I paid my internet. I borrowed $600 from my son to pay my rent. I'll pay him back. That's cool. Like everything always works out. Like, little all with all that shitty stuff that happened, you have to do almost like damage control. Okay, well, where do I get money for my internet? Because I need my internet to work, obviously. Where do I get money for rent? And my landlord's very forgiving. So he's like, Eva, don't worry. But I just felt really bad to be so late for my rent. So I really wanted to pay him. So you have to do, damage control. What do I need to take care of like right now, and what can I fix right now, and you have to realize that everything else is just going to work itself out. So I also just wanted to make a note. Oh, hang on a second, 1 second. I'm just going to go into the comments. Forgive me. Cigarettes, no. Money, no. I know somebody was saying, no. Praying for you, thank you. I can have a cigarette. No, yeah, I can't. Sign up for Social Security. Okay, so Canada. So we have everything's going to work out. So in Canada, because I'm only 62, I have applied and received Canada Pension Plan, but because I applied and got accepted and I'm receiving it before 65, I get a very reduced rate. And I did that just in case they take that away in 3 years when I'm ready for it, when I in 65. That I'm going to apply for this now while I still can. So I do get a Canada Pension Plan, which is very small, like it's under $300 a month, very small. And we have old age pension as well, but you have to be over 65 for that. So I don't qualify for that. So we don't really have Social Security. We have different pension levels. They're both at 65. You can get one under 65, but you get a very reduced rate. And then the other one you don't get until you are 65. So that's Canada pension for that's our Social Security. Yeah, it's very low. That's my Canada pension plan. But my old age security, like when I hit 65, and my old age security might be, I'm not even going to guess. I could say it might be 500, might be $1,500. I have absolutely zero idea how much my old age security is, but that's not for 3 more years. And I still have to work. Like I work every day. I got to work for a living, which is fine because I really, really love what I do. I love writing. I love creating. I love doing videos. I love, building a community. I love connecting with people and I love talking, obviously. So I love what I do right now, but there's going to come a point where at 60, I'll be 63 this year. So 65, like 70, like I'm not going to want to do this for the rest of my life. Like I want to be able to, at some point, um, not have to work and not have to create content because as much as I love what I do, it is work. I still have to, create and write and think about things. So I think the camera just went blurry. So it still is work. And, pardon me. And I work every single day. Like I work 7 days a week. Not, a lot, but so Saturdays and Sundays I do my Sunday weekly video. I do that Saturday and Sunday because it's quiet here in my neighborhood. So it's the only time I can do my Sunday video is on the weekend. So that takes me hours. So I don't really have a day off. But when my kid comes, because my kid is coming in like 2 weeks. So when my son comes, I will definitely be taking time off to spend with him. So I won't be working every day, but there's my sister, but I still do have to prepare for that. And I have to schedule and plan around that so that if I do a lot of scheduling, then all that work is already scheduled and done and I don't have to worry about it. So I lost my health care, Joni. So so what happened? So here's what happened. When I left Canada in 2015, I don't remember when 21 time I went back and hi Angela, one time I went back, because my driver's license expired. So I went to the Department of, do we call it DMV in Canada? I don't know. And it was there that they told me that they canceled my driver's license, they canceled my health insurance, they canceled all of it because I hadn't been in Canada I'd been out of Canada for quite a few years. So they literally canceled me out of the Canada everything. So I had a little bit of work to do there. I had to reapply. I had to rewrite the driver's test. I still don't get health care because you have to be in the country for 6 months to qualify for the health care. And I don't want to be in the country for 6 months. Like it just doesn't really interest me. So yeah, I don't get health care from Canada. When I visit Canada and if I get sick or if I have to go to the hospital, uh, I'm screwed. I have to pay for that out of pocket. So I hope that never happens to me. Yeah, healthcare is just such a Yeah, I know. I hear so here the healthcare is really affordable. There's good healthcare here. Um, medication is cheap, drugs are cheap. You can go to the clinic and see a doctor and get tests and get diet for under like I don't know, maybe $50, $75. You can get blood work, the doctor visit, the diagnosis, the medication you have to pay for separately, but even still, the medication is pretty cheap. So healthcare is really, really affordable here. And they have a free public health clinic, which is literally just around the corner from my house. And I have gone to that one, and they treated me very well. And so they don't accept money. They don't, nothing like that. So I made a donation. Every time I go there, I would make a donation. I would go to the drugstore and buy a box of surgical gloves or cotton swab or anything. Like I would just buy. They would tell me what they would need, and I would go to the drugstore and buy them because they don't take. It's free. They don't want your money or anything. So, hi sister, you can buy them. So, yeah, right. So anyway, so yeah, so healthcare here is really, really. I'm very fortunate. It's very good. What are we talking about? Oh, we always manage to talk about Guatemala on all of my lives. We end up going to talk about Guatemala. But anyway, I just wanted to talk. So I really wanted to talk about stress. And I'm going to cut this because we only have 4 minutes left, and I have to go eat dinner. And I feel like I need some more vitamin C or something. I feel like I got a cold coming on. Um, Next time you're faced with a stressful situation, I just want to wrap up with this because this is what I learned as a new non smoker. And before I do sign off with this, uh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Well, you already commented, but don't forget to like and subscribe, share if you want to, and all that good stuff. So, next time you dealt with a stressful situation, I think it's important to know this is usually this for me it's the saving grace is to know that no matter how stressful it is, no matter how hard it is right now, you're going to get through it. Like everything is going to be okay. You've already survived 100% of the things you've been through. You know it's going to be okay. So you just have to work. You breathe through it and just keep telling yourself that it's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out. Everything is always working out for me. That's an Abraham Hicks mantra. Things are always working out for me, and you have to believe that things are always working out for you. And don't. Thanks, Angela. So don't look at the oh my God, this is so horrible and so stressful, and I can't believe this is happening. And how am I? Don't look at all that. Because it doesn't. It's just going to make you crazy. So don't think of that. Just go. I've been through hard things before and I made it through. I'm going to get through this. It's just icky right now, but I know it's going to be okay and things are always going to work out. So, yeah, anyway, so that's what gets me. So now that I'm a non smoker, that's what gets me through my super stressful situations. Oh, do you love my, do you love, hang on a second, do you love my Guatemala calendar? That was a gift from the store that I go to. I haven't had a wall hanging calendar in like 20 years. I don't even know how long. Anyway, yes, you should all move to Guatemala. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up for now. I hope you enjoyed this live. And please, I would love, you know what I would love actually? If you guys would let me know what kind of topics you would like to talk about in the future for future lives. I do lives every Wednesday, and even video topics. I would love to know what kind of things you'd like me to talk about, to do a video on. I would love to hear that because I'm always open for topic ideas, suggestions, feedback. I'm open to all of that. So if you could drop that in the chat and I'll check the chat later. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all that good. So sharing is caring, sharing as well. I will catch y'all back here again next Wednesday. And don't forget, my next video will be up on okay, in her 60s. Okay, yeah, that's fun. Thanks, Tiger Eye. That's fun, Joni. um, yeah, my next video goes up Sunday. I'll catch y'all back here next week on next Wednesday's live. I love you guys. See you next week. Bye for now.